Well, hey guys, welcome to ITH, and today I'm going to be talking about this particular stock screener and its services about different segments, be it cash, be it FNO segment, be it index options, be it stock options, and a lot more it has to offer. And through this video, we'll also understand why the stock screener is different and unique from all other stock screeners. Let's start by understanding how differently the stock screener screens the Indian sector's data and calculates the price action based breakouts and breakdowns into the stocks as well. And all along we can also see the relative nifty chart, the sentiments, and a lot more into this. But this thing which calculates the breakouts based on price action is really amazing and helps us to exactly find out the direction of that particular sector, and which could be one of the most trending sectors of today. And not only that, it also gives us a comprehensive overview of all the sector charts as well. And as we go inside the sectors to track the stocks, it also offers us the altogether the charts of those particular stocks as well, so that we can understand where the most money is involved and how are these stocks performing like. And once we click here, we also get to see the price action based breakouts and breakdowns into the sectors as well. And as we click here, we can also see what is the total percentage of the stocks of that particular sector breaking out at what particular time. For example, if we see the energy sector had most of the breakouts by 9:55, and which gave us a pretty good reason to go around this sector. If we talk about auto sector also had majority of the breakouts till 10 a.m. and that's a quite good percentage to decide whether to go for the stocks of that particular sector or not. Now let's check the energy sector. Energy sector, we saw a lot of breakouts happening early in the morning itself, and these are the early breakouts that we get to capture into these sectors. And same thing we have to do for the downside as well. All we have to do is we have to check where the sectors are going today, whether the sectors are majorly breaking out or they are having breakdowns. So that way we get to decide whether we have to participate towards the buying today or we have to go towards the selling side. So this is a totally unique way how the stock screener is working totally on price action, and how quite precisely it is helping us to decide which side to particularly participate into the market. Now the second part is of FNO section, and if we hover the mouse over these stocks, we also get to see which of the particular industry these stocks belong to. Like Syngene is healthcare research, somewhat in pharma, I&D hotels is into hotels itself, BPCL is into refineries, falls into kind of energy sector itself, and same thing is with the Tata Power as well. And of all the top stocks, we get to see the live running charts as well, so we are not missing a breakout, because we can see most of the charts on a single screen, and these charts are running almost real time. And the buzzing stocks, these stocks are really traded in a good number today, and they are put here as per the momentum present into them. And one of the top stocks could be really good stocks, and all along we can relate if these stocks are here as well, or we can also relate if their sector is really performing well and if the sector is having maximum number of breakouts. So these are the some of the really good probabilities that we can generate out of this data. Moving on to the charting section, this is a very unique feature that the screener offers, and here we get to see all of the collective functional charts of intraday running real time. So today there was some issue with the system, that's why these charts are not appearing till day, and otherwise it works fine on most of the days. And such an odd day that I decided to make a video on this day. And the second important thing that the charting feature offers is the simple way of putting alerts on intraday chart. So suppose if I want to be notified once the price crosses this level, so I'll click on this bell icon and I'll click tap here, and I want the price to cross above. And as simple as that, we can put an alert. Anybody can put unlimited amount of alerts, and this also supports multi-window, so we can easily select stocks and if any chart we want to see, and we can keep it in multi-window, and it's almost running real time. And we also get to see the presets of the particular sectoral stocks and the sector charts itself. Now moving to one of the really good section, that is cash segment, and this section is really a good place to trade when it comes to momentum and when it comes to the percentage of gains that we get into these kind of stocks. And a lot of good stocks are available right from the morning, and all we look for is some really good amount of money that is involved into them. and some really good setups and some really good probabilities that are formed into these stocks. And here we get to see a wide variety of stocks. So sometimes we get to hear that today railway stocks moved, today Siemens stocks moved. We get to see those kind of stocks which are having really good institutional involvement, and a lot of times, or the most of the days, we get to see the stocks from similar sector here. So if I talk about civil construction stock, IRB is here, and RITES is a civil construction stock, and we can all go into the broader market and exactly see which of the particular theme stocks are moving today, like NBCC, NCC, Vellent, HCC. So this particular industry really had good stocks present right from the morning. And just to check that, we also have the post market feature. We can simply go and check what were the stocks that were present in the morning itself. So stocks like NBCC, RITES, and all of these stocks we see, they are from the civil construction here. It's present here as well into broader market on the top. So it becomes important that we all along research on these stocks when they appear here in the morning itself, and try to find some setups into them with good breakouts. And if we are not able to get some really good breakouts here, the simple thing that we can do here is we can just go here and search that particular institutional stock, and simply click on them and just open them on the charts, and we get to see some really good setups here. If we get that stock at a really good price during intraday, we can certainly go for it. If it has already moved 12-15% and post that it is giving breakout, then it is of no use, because the entire circuit is at 20%. For 4-5%, we are not going to go into these stocks. If you are getting some cash stock at 2%, 3%, 4%, then that's still fine. Otherwise, at higher prices, we are simply going to be, even if we want to participate, we are simply going to be lowering the risk. So cash market is a really new thing that this screener offers, which I see here. And broader market is something, the sector kind of thing for the cash market, because here if we check, a lot of stocks into F&O will be appearing from the Indian sectors, and whenever some stock is present here into F&O section, we tend to go and see the sector and see the breakout percentage as well into that sector, and then we participate into that particular stock. And during intraday, the buying or selling is happening into completely some bunch of stocks. So it is very important to identify those stocks. So for an example, if we just see PFC and REC Limited, they are from the finance institutes, and if we check the stocks, the structures and everything is almost quite similar into these both stocks. So we always need to find some kind of peers which are having similar kind of structure, which are having good money involved into them today, and some breakouts happening around the same time frame. So that really becomes a decent trade. Now coming back to the graphical representation of the option chain during intraday, how do we use that exactly? So I'll just open up the Nifty 50 chart. So here we get to see the entire built up at that particular strike price. What are the positions that are put sold, and what are the positions that are call sold. Okay, if somebody gets confused between these terms of put sold, call sold and everything, you can simply take the green ones as people those who are bullish, and red ones people those who are bearish at that particular strike price, or they have built bearish positions. Okay, and here we see all of the strike prices, and here on the left side, whoever has exited the market, we can clearly see that the bears have exited their positions onto these strike prices. And here we see the total addition of these numbers of bulls and bears, and the difference is represented here. And here we see how the Nifty stocks are performing overall. So if we have to use this, all we have to do is we have to track the entire built up till the breakout is happening. So here breakout is happening at 9:55 to 10 a.m. So we simply will be sliding this thing wherever it is. We simply will be sliding this thing to somewhere around 9:55 till 10 a.m. we can clearly see. And it also represents the total open interest. So all we have to see is intraday change only. And if you want to see total open interest, there is a different data combination that you can use. But here we can clearly see that the bulls are present in good number, and bears are not in strength today, and the breakout is happening with a good strength as well, and most of the nifty stocks were performing decently at that point of time, and moreover Nifty Bank and Fin Nifty were also performing good. So that becomes one of the really a good point to go along these kind of breakouts when data is along with us. So this gives us entire picture of entire graphical picture of the entire strike prices. The unique thing about this thing is that the data is at 1 minute time frames, and we also get to see what are the stocks that are performing really well into that, and as per that we can also be participating into these stocks as well, and we could end up getting really decent gains into the index options or the stocks as well. The similar thing is present for stock options as well. Entire stock options, all the FNO stocks are present here, and which of the FNO stocks really have good money into them are on the top, and the stocks which are moving towards the downside are present on the downside, and all along the top 4 stocks charts are here. By showing more, we get to see most of the charts present, and this is also going to be used in a similar way by sliding and checking what is the total built up and what are the strike prices where the maximum built up has happened and who has exited the market and who is still into markets. Okay, and this is here the trading journals anybody could maintain. That's a pretty simple thing. You just click on the date, add trade to entry, add details here, and you save it, and everything appears here. And one of the really good thing that this screener offers is the backtesting of data for 5 days. So we can exactly replay the entire market, how the Indian sectors were at what particular point of time, and what were the stocks like, would they present on top, or how this thing exactly works. So we can be formulating our own strategies as per the backtested data as well, and you could simply understand how this thing exactly works, because into live market we miss a lot of things which we could have really been careful about. So you can play this thing post market and see what could be the potential stocks that were available at that particular point of time, and whether you could have grabbed that opportunity or not, or we can also formulate our new strategies based on what stocks were present at that particular point of time. So I'll be signing off with the explanation of the screener. Hope you understand why it is different, and it is completely based on price action, and it is something that we can rely on during intraday with a lot of data insights that the screener have. Have a good day, guys.